In an age when empires rose like storms, and kings carved their names into the bones of the earth, there came a man from the west. His name was Alexander, son of Philip, a warrior forged in ambition, a mind sharpened by conquest. He struck down the might of Persia, shattered kingdoms that had stood for generations, and crowned himself ruler of lands beyond imagination. Nation after nation bowed before him, kings fell to their knees, and the world held its breath. But power, such power, does not rest quietly. Though he collected a very strong army and conquered provinces, nations, and rulers. After all this, he fell sick, realizing that he was going to die. One day he called his officers, his nobles, who were with him from his youth,
My time is ending,
to
I feel
divide
it.
his kingdom.
I have taken kingdoms, but I cannot keep them. Take what I leave behind, for when I am gone you will wear the crowns and rule in my place.
Thus, from the ruins of a fractured empire, a shadow began to rise. Antiochus, a king of cunning, born of power, driven by control. But the greatest threat did not come from armies. It came from within. Some among the people abandoned their covenant. They chose alliance over faith.
Let us go and make an alliance with the Gentile all around us, since we separated from them, and many evils have come upon us.
They built bridges with the world around them, and in doing so, began to lose who they were. And so, the fall did not begin with war, but with a choice. Thus, in Israel, they built a gymnasium, not as a structure, but as a statement. They erased the marks of the covenant, stripping away the very sign of who they were.
This feels different. This is the way forward.
They abandoned the holy covenant and got busy with the Gentiles, not by force, but by choice. And in that choice, they sold themselves to what is evil. Now, with people distracted, Antiochus knew his power was secure. He now marched into Egypt.
Egypt will fall, like all the rest.
With chariots and elephants, Egypt resisted, but fell before him. Many were struck down, strongholds taken, the land plundered, and Antiochus became king of two kingdoms.
Egypt was only the beginning. Israel will be mine.
Antiochus advanced on Israel, on Jerusalem, with a strong and unyielding force. He entered the sanctuary, not with reverence, but with pride. He took the altar of gold, the lampstand, offering table, the cups, the bowls, the golden censers, curtains, the crowns, the gold ornament on the facade of the temple, the vessels, and also the hidden treasures. He stripped off everything, even what was hidden. Blood was shed, arrogance declared, and he departed, leaving behind not just ruin, but desecration. And a great mourning fell upon Israel. In every place, grief took hold. Rulers and elders groaned. Joy faded. Honor was stripped away. The bridegroom lamented, and the bride mourned. The land itself trembled, and the house of Jacob was covered with shame. And at the heart of it all, they built a citadel, a fortress of control in the city of God.
Keep moving.
From its walls, they ruled with fear. From its gates, they hunted the faithful, shed innocent blood around the sanctuary, and Jerusalem was no longer free.
Hear the decree of the king. All in his kingdom shall become one people. You shall give up your own customs and follow the laws of the king. All nations have accepted his command, and many in Israel have chosen to follow it. They have sacrificed to idols and profaned the Sabbath. Altars and sacred places shall be destroyed. Anyone who does not obey the king's command shall be put to death. They have defiled the holy place.
In those days, from a small and faithful town, rose a man of priestly lineage, Mattathias, son of a sacred line, not a king, not a conqueror, but a guardian of the covenant. With him stood his 5 sons, John, Simon, Eleazar, Jonathan, and Judas Maccabees. They were raised not for power, but for purpose. In a time when many turned away, this family would stand, and through them, a resistance would be
We
born.
offer this sacrifice to the Most High Lord. Praise be to God, our strength and shield. Guide us, Lord, in the path of righteousness. Our sacred calling awaits. Woe to me! Why was I born to see the ruin of my people, my holy city, and the sanctuary? Mattathias, you are a leader, honored and respected. Come forward, be the first to obey the king's command. You will gain king's friends and rewarded with silver, gold. Even if all the nations obey the king and abandon their faith, I and my sons will walk in the covenant of our fathers. We will not forsake the law or turn aside from its commands. Let everyone who is zealous for the law and stands by the covenant follow me.
Thus, he fled to the mountains with his sons, leaving behind in the city all their possessions. Many who sought to live according to righteousness and religious custom went out into the desert to settle there, leaving everything behind.
They fled into the hills. Then we hunt them down. Come out, obey the king's command, and you will live. We will not come, we will not obey the king to go against our laws. Let heaven and earth be a witness to this unjust killing. Mattathias, what shall we do?
We cannot fight on the Sabbath.
Brothers, we stand united.
We stand with you, for the law and for our people.
Then let us rise. Brothers, we march to take back what is ours. We will have our revenge. Forward, pour our people out. Let our enemies tremble before us. Faithful, strike now for
Then they
our
rose.
freedom.
Not in fear, but in strength of the Lord. They struck down the wicked and drove out the oppressor. What was once taken,
Down, this
they
abomination defiles our land
reclaimed.
no more.
They put to flight the arrogant, and the work prospered in their hands. They defended the law. They refused to surrender what was sacred. Thus, they became the guardians of their faith.